We got Tyrese has some words for Joe Budden. Tyrese has some words for Joe Budden. Let's see.
Anything that happens with me with the Breakfast Club. Let's run the clip back since y'all love running clips back on the pod. As soon as I came on the Joe Budden podcast, I had on a green hat that looked very similar to this. As soon as like, you ain't gonna come over here talking about all that spiritual Negro, you know what I mean, Jesus and all that with the Breakfast Club. Like everything all right? Joe, I actually know
That sound like some shit Joe would say though. I ain't gonna hold you. That sound like some Joe Budden shit.
you. I know you and I know Melissa Ford. I've done too many turn-ups with Joe Budden. That's my so I thought. Every time I do anything that's got to do with the Breakfast Club and then attempt to follow the Breakfast Club with Joe, I'm just catching straight. So I'm like, yo, you got a problem with Envy and Charlemagne? Y'all need to address that.
Damn, has Tyrese always been like the punching bag? Because he do be catching strays. Like no matter what it is that he do, he be catching them strays. Like he just be doing his own thing. Like stray after stray. Damn, they trying to make Tyrese the punching bag?
Bro. Because what the fuck that's got to do with me? And how do I got on your pod who I just met who got my back more than a nigga that I actually know? Like even the on your pod was like, yo, after I met Tyrese a couple times, I'm good. I don't want to have that conversation. You kept going.
Yeah, they did. They was because I think Joe was calling Tyrese bitter. He was calling him bitter for his divorce. And he was just saying that Tyrese was acting bitter throughout this whole divorce. So that's why he was saying, and everybody else was saying, like, I mean, yeah, kind of like that's like, even if he is bitter, is it a problem with him being bitter? Like, this is somebody that I was married to, that I loved, that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with, and now we getting a divorce. So why you mad at me? Because I'm being bitter.
You went as far as calling me bitter. You see this hat right here? This is commit suicide. This is why black men and men in general don't say, don't act like nothing is happening.
He took
don't
it
act
there.
like they feel nothing, ain't going through nothing, ain't carrying nothing. I'm a grown man, bro. You could have all the fucking influence in the world. You'll never be able to convince me that I'm bitter. What I'm feeling and what I'm carrying and what I'm processing is some shit you've never experienced before because you've never been married. Probably been engaged a few times. That knee is getting old, Joe. You ain't gonna be able to keep putting that just for men on and covering up that. I'm 45. I probably got 2 gray hairs in my goddamn face, and I just do like this with my finger, boop and boop. You Papa Joe over there, bro. How long you been with your girl? That knee. When you gonna pop that knee?
I don't know if Tyrese should be giving marriage advice, considering you going through a divorce or telling somebody to get married. Nah. Just, I know that was your comeback, but I don't think Tyrese should be giving marriage advice right now. Like, nah.
That knee is getting old. You gotta get down on that knee one last time. Man, it's cool. We all uploading sexy, voluptuous, better halves. Only reason I ain't went to that other level in mine is because I'm literally still in the middle of a divorce. Nigga just refused it. She let me go, but refused to let me go. I don't know what the is going on.
He gonna go to the definition. But also, too, even if he is bitter, so they say, why is that an issue? You telling him to get over it, but and this the problem with people is people get on platforms and big platforms and tell other people what to do. Like, he feels like Tyrese should get over it. But who are you to tell him to get over that? Like, instead of saying get over it, how about you help him get over it? This be the discourse that we have nowadays. But I'm looking for, it was a longer Tyrese response. I'm looking for that while this. So you laughed at him for being bitter and then turn around and say, but I have no problem with him being bitter. Let's just get that clear. So then why are we talking about it if we don't have a problem with him being big. That's where I got it from. It was from Shigs. He had the longer version of what Tyrese said. I'm gonna play this version what Tyrese said. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the rich homie Quan later.
YouTube.
I know I heard that somewhere.
I actually know you. I know you and I know Melissa. Radio shows, social media, and pods. Joe Budden happens to be the biggest fucking uber R&B fan of all the niggas in the game. So what I expected as your brother, what I expected as somebody who I know that you are the biggest R&B fan. You're like, nigga, I think between you and Snoop, the OG big homie Snoop, dog, y'all might be the biggest fucking R&B fans on earth. Like, there is no such thing as hip hop in y'all niggas' car or on your private time, because y'all niggas really, really do this R&B shit for real. So the last thing I expected was for Joe to do a podcast and start talking about me on the Breakfast Club. You know, I'm laughing, I'm having fun. I mean, I'm over there with the light-skinned nigga. We didn't pieced up, chopped it up. We had a hard conversation. You know, I was banned from the Breakfast Club. I don't know who banned me, but I was at that motherfucker at 9 o'clock and I ain't get in till 9:30. And we had that conversation and we moved on. But like every time I do anything that's got to do with the Breakfast Club and then attempt to follow the Breakfast Club with Joe, I'm just catching strays. So I'm like, yo, nigga, you got a problem with Envy and Charlemagne? Y'all niggas need to address that shit, bro. Because what the fuck that's got to do with me? And how do I got niggas on your pod who I just met who got my back more than a nigga that I actually know? Papa Joe. What I'm not gonna do is go at Joe. You know why? Because the stage and the platform is too big. I'm just gonna say this. Joe, I forgive you. But I'm gonna just say a couple things because I want you to really look at that rope right there. You see that rope? I don't really go at my homies. Like, even the niggas on your pod was like, yo, after I met Tyrese a couple times, I'm good. I don't want to have that conversation. You kept.
He say something about his baby
I've
mom
been engaged a few times.
at some point.
This nigga just refused it. She let me go, but refused to let me. I probably got 2 gray hairs in my guy. That knee. When you gonna in mine is because I'm literally still in the middle of a divorce. This nigga just refused it. She let me go, but refused to let me go. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like, damn, nigga, we had a prenuptial agreement, which means prior to the nuptials, if you leave me or if I leave you, what you get versus what I get or what I keep, because you ain't coming to it with shit but baby hairs. When you leave, what you get out of this has already been established prior to the nuptials. That's what the fuck a pre-nuptial is. This motherfucker's been after me for 4 goddamn years and refused to move on with her life. Is there a porn star that can run into Samantha to get her to forget about me?
This nigga screaming porn star. Hey, Tyrese just said, if it's a porn star out there that can pipe down my ex, please do, so I can finalize this divorce. So he's saying it's them, that they're holding up the divorce. And I'm sure the other side is saying it's him that's holding up the divorce. So it's always that he said, she said. It's like the what they say is the his side, her side, and then the actual truth. So it's 3 sides to the story. Jesus Christ.
Is there somebody out here that could do something to this woman to get her to move the fuck on? Her and her attorney name is Adam Gleckman. Adam Gleckman is the most racist motherfucker to ever wear a suit in a courtroom. Why do I say that? This motherfucker cannot possibly, at this point, be out here trying to figure out legal matters. You are threatened and intimidated by the idea that I am strong, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, and I'm powerful and successful. You are losing your fucking mind every single day over who I am. And I've earned all of this shit, Mr. Adam Gleckman. At this point, I'm not saying that this is a factual fact. At this point, I believe that white man hates my guts so fucking much. He's encouraging Samantha to stay in it and keep fighting because he's like, listen, look it up. I don't lie on people. This motherfucker testified that since he's been representing Samantha from 4 years ago, this is 3 law firms later, he's only charged her $5,000. What in the pretty light-skinned baby hair Jesus is going on?
Now, speaking of lawyers and money, have you guys ever been fired from a job and on top of that you had to deal with an injury? That's exactly how my first job out of college went. I was working at a...
Well, you do know what that means, Mr. Gleckman, right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna say this, y'all. Joe, Papa Joe, don't buy no more Cuban links. Busta Rhyme has already won. He's
not Busta Rhyme
in the Cuban link game. We're done with that. Joe, I need you to get into your Jay-Z bag. I need you to get into your Rev Run bag. I need you to understand that true wealth is marriage. Go ahead and pop down on that old ass knee and go ahead and take it to that other level. Don't buy no more chains, nigga. We not impressed with 50-year-old niggas wearing chains no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't, if you, let me say this. Rap niggas that are 50 years old, of course you can wear your chains, nigga. That's a life you've earned. But 50 and you ain't married, I don't know. You making the wrong investment, my brother. You all up in here. You out here trying to compete with these 16-year-old niggas, little Tay-Tay, little Ray. Let that shit go, man. And you over there calling me bitter. And I couldn't help but notice your motherfucking ankles out.
Now he's bombing him up. Oh my.
Getting that money, you got to keep that moving. But yo, Joe, I think you need to leave this one alone, bro. You don't know nothing about none of this shit, bro. None of it. You hear me? Do what you do, bro. Keep that energy over there. Drop on that old ass knee. Stop covering up Papa Joe. Okay? Your girl is beautiful, man. She deserves that other level. Don't buy her no more shoes with the matching handbags, Joe. We got that. She's fly. You know, you got some beautiful, beautiful energy happening in your relationship. I'm in a situation right now. I'd probably be on another level already if my fucking divorce was finalized. But it's been over 4 years, and this nigga just won't let me go. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
And all Joe gonna do is clown him when when he respond. He gonna clown him, or he either gonna say like, I ain't even mean all that. I was just saying he bitter. Like one of them backhand situations where I'm gonna laugh at you, but then I'm gonna say that I'm wrong, but then I'm gonna praise you, then I'm gonna dish you, like all of that in one. And then try to tell people like, y'all crazy for even thinking I even meant that. Y'all crazy. It's y'all. Y'all the problem. That's how they flipping on you to make it seem like you're the problem. But if you never had a problem with Tyrese, you would have just like, damn, man, like, I just wish his divorce was being finalized. But instead, he was like, the typical shit we all do. Like, damn, this nigga bitter as hell. Man, but I ain't saying it's the issue, though. Like, it's not a problem, though. But if it's not a problem, then what the fuck we talking about?
There has to be a porn star, somebody out there in Atlanta that can...
This dude keeps screaming porn star. Hey, I'm pretty sure it's probably already happening. But it's like I said, some people just want to see other people go through hell. So she probably just want to see you suffer like this. This is probably the whole point of her dragging this on.
Put the ooh-wop on this motherfucker so that she could just leave me the fuck alone. I mean, just move on. You and your white racist lawyer, Adam Gleckman, move on. And Joe, it's time to pop the question, bro. Time to put on that grown man. It's time to get some of that fat Joe in it. This is out your league, sir. You want to look up something? You want to look up something, Joe? Since everybody say, yo, leave Reese alone, man. Leave him out of that, man. Let's not bring him in that. No, man. I met Tyrese a couple times, bro. He good people, man. Like I'm not finna be trying to make a mockery of him crying on the Breakfast Club while saying black man cry. First of all, your whole thing is crazy. Why are you watching the Breakfast Club? Don't you got other episodes coming up? Don't you got other guests you should be prepping for? You see that rope, Joe? You see that rope over there? How did you watch the full Breakfast Club interview? Why are you studying?
All right, so we kind of get that point.